What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. A little late to the party, but we about to pick up the pace. And we're probably gonna go live a little bit later. Talk about this I don't know what that was on last night with Gilberto Ramirez and Alexis Angulo. I mean, golly, Top Rank has to do better in matching their fighters. But you don't never hear that from the major media. You don't hear that from Lil Stevie Kim. You don't hear it from Dougie Fisher. You don't hear it from Dan Fat Ass Rayfield. You don't hear none of that from none of the major media. You don't hear Kevin Iole blasting that shit. That was terrible last night, man. You know, that was a waste of a time slot for a boxing match and a time slot for ESPN overall. I mean, you know, Romeo Alexis Aguayo is a guy who's virtually fought nobody. Look at his resume. I mean, and he was hurting Gilberto Ramirez. You know, he was hurting him. And it seemed like he never would follow up because he knew he wasn't supposed to win. And it was super fishy, and it got so bad about the second, third round. I mean, that thing cleared out. You know what I'm saying? It cleared out. Like, it was already a lot of seats open, but it was empty by the end of this fight. And the fans in Oklahoma City didn't appreciate this terrible match. It was a bum bash on bum bash crime. And Ramirez is regressing. And maybe he's regressing because he's not allowed to fight elite talent. And I know Bob Arum said, well, next time out, we're going to find the best opponent for Gilberto Ramirez. No, it was this time out. This dude is a world champion and has not fought a soul. I mean, his best wins last few fights since he got the title was versus Arthur Abraham, man. An old Arthur Abraham that had been beat like several times. You know? And this is the same guy said, well, I'll go to England and fight the Gale and Callum Smith and George Groves and all this. Yeah. I mean, weird. I mean, golly. You know, why is nobody bashing this guy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy is I mean, him and Jesse Hart, oh my goodness. You know, they both fucking suck, man, right now. You know? And Alexis, man, I don't know what he was doing last night. He was hurting Ramirez, but he just wouldn't follow up. It would seem like at the point when me and Colossal Sports TV was on, he was like, it seemed like, you know, this is a setup. It seemed like it's orchestrated for, you know, Romeo Alexis not to win. And that's what it seemed like because he was never following up on his work. He heard him and just stopped, you know. And that's Top Rank for you, man. A lot of these dudes don't blast Top Rank. They don't say nothing. Premier Boxing Champions suck or they're HBO. I mean, they're not giving us anything. I mean, would you rather, you know, I'd rather HBO not give me nothing than this be put on ESPN for casual fans to see and see and be like, oh, see, this is why I don't watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? And those scorecards was way too wide in my opinion. You know, and the undercard was good. You know, Sasado, you know, versus whatever the other guy's name was. It was good. It was a good fight. People saying fight of the year candidate. I don't see fight of the year candidate. You know, they always trying to push that shit. You know, and push up Top Rank. You know, was talking about the fight, but ain't nobody out there talking about the main event. That's the fight that the network pays for. That's the fight that everybody comes to see. And Salsado, he not ready for no fucking even Maurice Hooker. Another Abel Sanchez fighter with no fucking defense. Limited ass. And Ramirez, man, he need to find him a new coach and a new trainer as well, too. Because he supposed to blast old buddy out, man. Dude is the most overrated fighter in the world. Both Ramirez's. Jose Ramirez about Top Rank and Gilberto Ramirez both are one of the worst world champions I've seen. Both are horrible, terrible. I mean, this type of opponent that you fight, though, if you look at Alexis Romeo Angulo's resume, man, and you look at him fight, there's no fucking way before this fight that Ramirez shouldn't have beat this guy in like 4 or 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Ramirez had all that height, all that size, and he can't fucking punch. He safety first. He ain't got no jaw. He's scared to get hit. He don't want to mix it up. No, he's terrible, dog. He's terrible. And he used to be one of my favorite fighters. I thought he had a lot of potential, and I thought he could reach stratospheres that other fighters couldn't. You know, I thought he was gonna be an ambassador for Mexicans in bigger weight classes, but no, he's an imposter. He's an imposter, dog. Dude suck. And maybe Colossal Sports TV right, maybe Big Cool right, maybe him fighting sorry competition made him regress, and maybe he not getting up for these fights. But I tell you, man, Top Rank, man, this is the same thing Terrence Crawford is gonna be doing. It's fighting guys like this. He's gonna regress. I mean, I ain't gonna say he's gonna regress, but I mean, they don't fight nobody, especially when them dudes hold them WBO titles, man. You know, WBO title should be eliminated, man. For real, that's one title, man. It should be eliminated. Back in 2006, it just became a requirement to be a part of Undisputed. You only needed the IBF, WBA, and WBC belt. That's all you needed. You know, but to put this type of trash on TV last night as a main event, And the fans spoke. The fans left. You know, wasn't nobody there, but nobody talk about how top rank don't sell out arenas. Nobody talk about their attendance. Their attendance is never reported. Never. You will hear the viewerships every now and again, but you never hear the attendance being reported for top rank fights. Never. And you could tell. That's why it's all dark and shit in there. Ain't there wasn't nobody in there last night, especially by the end of this fight. Wasn't nobody in there. But you don't hear the reporters talking about that. All you hear them talking about, I am your Premier Boxing Champion, HBO. A little bit about HBO now. But they don't talk about how ESPN is continuing to put on bullshit ass cards. And next week is another bullshit ass card. Danny O'Connor versus motherfucking Jose Ramirez. How's you a world champion? You fighting guys like Danny O'Connor, who wasn't even in the top 15 before Top Rank paid for him to get in the top 15. How? But nobody's exposing that though. You know, and I'm just telling you, man, that shit last night was terrible, man. I don't condone that for any young any boxing fan to watch some bullshit like that. And Bob Arum, man. When y'all gonna start talking about the bullshit Bob Arum pulling, man? With all these fighters fight bum bashing and shit. You know what I'm saying? The WBO belt is allowing him not to make fights. But it is what it is, man. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, Boxing Clinic and more. Don't forget, we got the new college sports page popping off. Me, Colossal Sports TV, and the Cali Enigma. We're going to go live a little bit later on this channel, but the link is in the description. It's called the S1210 College Sports Most Wanted. We talk college football and basketball. I already dropped some heat on there. I'm going to drop some heat on there today about a quarterback that might be a dark horse for the Heisman. A little bit on the Heisman chase. Don't forget, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the Boxing Clinic, all the links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, but I'm about to continue to drop heat back to back. So don't worry about it. Share the videos, but y'all know what time it is. One time for the one time. Shout out to the LDBC. We gone.